Hi, I'm Liz Lumley from Finextra, and we're here at EBA Day in Berlin, and I'm speaking to Jonathan Williams of Experian Payments. And Jonathan, we are going to sit down and try and talk about absolutely anything except SEPA. So hopefully we can do that. But you know, what a lot of people have been talking about at the show and also in the banking industry for the past 18 years is the rise of mobile. So you know, what are your thoughts on that?
So it's been one of those topics which has been picked up in quite a few sessions. It was on day one with a futurologist talking about different types of mobile payments.
But he was very pro-telco, wasn't he?
He certainly was. I mean, our view, certainly for the last 8 or 9 years, has been that there are a number of different horses running in the mobile payments area, and so far there's no one clear front runner. But actually I think we get hung up on a lot of the detail. To a large extent, mobile payments is like a drive-through fast food restaurant. Just because of the way you buy it doesn't change the quality of the burgers and fries. And so just because we are now initiating payments using mobile devices and potentially other means as well, doesn't mean that those payments are in any way different at the back end through the banking portals and various clearing mechanisms.
Do you think a lot of banks sort of get very hung up on the device, that it's the device that's mobile, which is why they're trying to sort of shove banking services into the phone instead of thinking about mobile as more of where their customers are? Like, what do you think of that?
Absolutely. I think there's a discussion on mobile payments, and 4 out of 5 of the panelists assumed that any mobile payments would actually involve a device. But in actual fact, the minimum we need to make a mobile payment is us. The fact that I am Jonathan Williams and I can make a payment, I have access to these particular accounts, that should be something about me, not about the devices that I carry. And so we'll see identification and identity as being a more important part of the whole payments process. It's not just a question of the technology.
But what about identity? You know, where should that identity come from? Should it be the banks providing that for their customers? Should it come from governments or other third parties? You know, how important is identity to the payment space?
So it's a good question. I mean, we believe that there are a number of different identity providers, but ultimately at the end of the day, we all have one identity. We may expose different aspects on the different accounts that we hold. So on Facebook I may appear to be completely different from my LinkedIn profile, from what my interest I expose on Pinterest. But all of those things are just aspects of me. What we fundamentally need to get to at the bottom of the problem is, actually it's me that's initiating the transaction. It's not through Facebook or through some other payment mechanism or some other account that I'm starting those payments. It's actually me. And ultimately, just using a biometric, an iris scan or a fingerprint or say DNA testing to initiate payments for a certain amount of value while I'm out and about shouldn't be difficult. I mean, it's only in the modern age that we've actually had non-mobile payments. Up until the Checks Act, payments were done either by barter or by exchange of currency physically when you were present. It's only recently we had non-mobile payments, and the move to online banking, actually being tied to a computer, is one of those few places when you actually have to be in a particular location, other than the bank branch, of course.